Ultamize. Right before you start talking, there's a moment, a very small moment. Most people don't notice it. They just start speaking. They go with their instinct. They follow whatever thought pops into their head. And that's exactly where things can go wrong because that instinct is usually built around one question. What do I want to say? Not what would they want to hear? That one shift changes everything. So here's the habit I want you to build. Before you say something about yourself, pause for half a second and ask, would this actually be interesting to this person? Not in general, not in theory, but to this person in this moment. Let me show you how this plays out. You're talking to someone you've just met. They're younger, different stage of life, different interest, and you feel the urge to tell them a long story about something very specific to your world. Maybe it's about your kids, maybe it's about a work situation, maybe it's about something logistical. Before you start, ask yourself, why would they care about this? Now, they might, but if the answer is they probably wouldn't, then you have two options: shorten it dramatically, or this is usually better, don't say it at all. Now, let's flip it. You're talking to someone who clearly shares an interest with you. They mention something that connects you to your experience. Now, when you ask, would this be interesting to them? The answer is yes. Now you can share. But even then, you don't go all in immediately. You test it. You give a short version. I had something similar happen. It actually didn't go the way I expected at all. Then you stop. You watch their reaction. Do they lean in? Do they ask a follow up? Do they show interest? If they do, now you go further. If they don't, that's okay. You move on. That's real time awareness. Now, let me give you a very common mistake. Someone asks you a question, instead of answering simply, you use it as an opportunity to expand, to explain more, to show more, to give context. So a simple question turns into a long answer. Now the other person is stuck because they didn't ask for all that. Here's a better approach: answer the question they asked, then stop. Then ask yourself, do they want more? If they do, they'll ask. If they don't, you've saved the conversation. Let me give you a very specific example. Someone asks, how was your week? Most people answer with everything: meetings, projects, problems, details. Instead, you could say, pretty good. Had one situation that was a little chaotic, but it worked out. How was your week? Now you've answered and shifted. If they're curious, they'll ask, what happened? Now you can go deeper, but you didn't force it. You let them invite it. That's the difference. Now, here's something else to pay attention to: watch their body language, watch their eyes, watch their energy. Are they leaning in? Are they asking questions? Or are they just sort of nodding politely? That feedback is telling you something. Most people ignore it. They keep going anyway. Better conversationalists adjust, they shorten, they shift, they redirect, all in real time. Now, here's the big takeaway: you don't need perfect judgment. You need slightly better awareness than average, because the average person is not thinking about this at all. They're just talking. So if you pause, even briefly, and ask, would this be interesting to them? You're already ahead of the game, because now you're not just talking, you're choosing. And that choice is what makes conversations feel sharper, more relevant, and more engaging.